Program Flex Field Maintenance allows for the creation of user-defined fields on various maintenance screens. If we do a list of values, we can see the various screens where this is allowed. We have the customer maintenance, vendor maintenance, GL account maintenance, the product maintenance, and the stock file maintenance. We're going to select from our list of values the customer maintenance, as we're going to create a couple of fields today on this screen. From our list of values, section is automatically populated with master, and at this time, anytime you're entering in new flex field buttons into the screen, please populate this section with master. Now if we pass ourselves into the customer maintenance at this point, we can take a look and see on the right side of the screen various buttons with their labels for the various fields that underlay these buttons with the system created fields. What we're going to do is, under the print profile position here, we're going to create our own button called other info, and that will contain the flex fields that we're going to be creating. So we'll go back into flex field maintenance, and at the window title field we'll give the name of our window as other info. And then we come down to the text field. These are the fields that we will define as flex fields, and we have a maximum of 10 that we can create on each of the various maintenance screens. So for example, today we're going to create a field called depth for department, and we're going to create this as a numeric field, and we're going to give it a default value. And let's just say, for example, department 100 is our finished goods department. So for example, in our customer database, if we want to define the department as the place where a customer buys the majority of its goods, and we find that, for example, in our case, department 100 is where the majority of our customers are buying their goods, from the finished goods department, we can put a default value in here so that when we're setting up new customers and customer maintenance, this will automatically be populated for us. But if the user wants to go in there and clear that field out in the customer maintenance and put in some other value, then that's acceptable. Next, we're going to set up a flex field called division. I'm using uppercase, but you can use any case that you wish at this point. It's going to define it as an alphanumeric field. Now we're not going to give it a default value, but what we're going to do is we're going to give it a list of values, and these are valid values that are allowable. So for example, we might have one called West, and that would be our Western Canada division, and we're also going to set up one called East for our Eastern Canada division. So when we're entering in our divisions, we're going to have a selection of either the East or the West, and those will be the only two valid values. In the case of our department, we haven't set up any valid values, so we can enter in any value we wish when we're prompted for the department. In fact, we can leave it as a null value. So now we'll save this record, and we'll go into the customer maintenance screen. And we can see our new button, other information, exists. And we're going to quickly just set up a customer. We're not going to go through all the various fields here, because the point of this exercise is just to show you how the other info button works. So we'll enter in just some mandatory information at this point. Now we'll come down to our other information pop-up box, and we can see our department has been populated automatically with 100, and we can leave that blank, or maybe we'll put in some other field in there. Here's our division field. This field cannot be left blank because it's a mandatory field since we have given it valid values. If we do a list of values on this field, we can see the various divisions that we have set up. And in this case here, we're going to select Western Canada, from our list of values and populate it into division field and save our record. So now we've learned how to set up flex fields. That concludes the tutorial on program flex field maintenance.